Hey y'all, I was out of town over the weekend and I'm gonna tell y'all about my spring break vacation. But first, who the hell spent 3 hours at Joann's? I did. And I'm gonna tell y'all all about that. So if that's some content you would like to see, please continue to watch. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video, I'm gonna be sharing with you my spring break vacation last week. So, I know you guys wanna know, like, who did you meet? Because you guys heard that in my last video, and why the hell you spend 3 hours at Joann's? There's nothing in Joann's that's going to require you to spend 3 hours. But I'm going to tell y'all all about that. But if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour, Terve. If you are returning, go get a snack. You're not going to need your notebook. Not in this video, at least. Go ahead and do that. Grab you some tea because this is going to be just a tad bit, a little bit funny. All right. So without further ado, to keep this short, sweet, give you all the deets and the news that you can use on this video, let's go ahead and get into it. All right. So spring break was last week. So my vacation started March 20th and ended March 24th. So I was out of town Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and came back in town Sunday. So even though you guys get videos when I'm not in town, it's because I pre-record and schedule to post, okay? So even if I'm gone, I try to get the videos done and edit before I go out of town. So I know you guys wonder, like, if you're out of town, how in the world did you have a video up Thursday and Sunday? Girl, listen. I'll be doing my thing, but that's not what y'all here for. Y'all here to know where did I go, who did I meet, and all of the deeds. Okay, so first things first, Thursday. So, okay, so I have an EV. You guys know that. We drove the EV, and I know you guys wondering what EV. I'm not going to tell you, but we drove our EV to Augusta, Georgia is where we went. By the way, we went to Augusta, Georgia. Many of you guys know that my husband is actually from Augusta, Georgia. I didn't tell nobody this, that we were going to Augusta, Georgia or anything, simply because, you know, like, you got to stop at all the places when you go. And when I'm traveling, I like to keep those details completely locked and quiet until I get back or I'm there. It's just kind of like being in the military. You don't tell people where you're going until you're there. All right. Or you're coming back, one or the other. So it's just kind of like the military life in me. I never share those aspects of where I'm going until I'm actually there. Another thing was we left Thursday. We drove the EV. We stopped places. And let me tell you guys this. If you guys do not have an EV and you're thinking about an EV, a couple of things I'm going to say is make sure you plot where you want to stop. Now, this is the first time that we took an EV out of town. We just bought the EV in January. We just bought the EV in January. Now, it's not a car. It's actually an SUV. So we can't pack things that we needed to pack, as well as 2 children in a car. So it's not a car. It's actually an SUV. Also, with that, when we left Orlando at about, I want to say about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning, which is normally later than what I like to leave. But I had a video to finish editing. So that's why we left a little late. We did not get to Augusta, Georgia until 9 p.m. And there's a reason for that. We had to stop. We had to charge. This is where it gets interesting. So we stopped in different cities. We stopped in SA or St. Augustine, Florida. We stopped in Daytona Beach, which we really didn't need to, but I'm going to talk about that later here in a second. And then we also stopped in Brunswick, Georgia. And then from there, somewhere we stopped in Osmond Beach. I can't remember where, but we stopped in Osmond Beach. All right. So at Walmart, it was free charging. So we was always looking for a free charging at Walmart. You know, I like to say my coins. All right. The only place where I could say that we actually spent money charging was once at Buc-ee's in SA or St. Augustine. That was pretty much the only place we actually had to pay for charging. And one thing I will say, if you have an EV, was what took so long is because we was charging all the way to 100% from wherever we were. So if we got all the way down to, let's just say, most of the time by the time we charged, we were down to like 42 to 50 something percent. So we would charge all the way back to 100%, walk around Walmart, walk around Buc-ee's, walk around everywhere that we have stopped, you know, for the kids to stretch their legs, to get some snacks and stuff like that. But I'm going to tell you, don't do that. Make sure you're at 100% charged when you start your trip. Then from there, just charge up to 80% because 80% only really takes about 25 to 30 minutes to charge, and then you're on your way. That is one thing that took forever. Another thing is because of the time that we was traveling, we had to stop. Now, we did not get any traffic going up to Augusta, Georgia. And I want to say it's because either Georgia was really still in school. So a lot of Georgia was still in school. They were not out for spring break in most areas of Georgia. I know Augusta, Georgia is normally out during the Masters, which is coming up in about 2 weeks. Excited for that, but I will not be in Georgia for Masters. If you know, you know. If you're from Georgia, you know about Masters. You know how busy it is in Augusta, Georgia, and you want to stay away from that area during Masters week. So that's when the kids are out in Augusta, Georgia. So moving from that, let's talk about Friday. So that was Thursday, just to travel up. Friday, got up. It was like sprinkling, raining. It was forecast. The forecast for the entire weekend was rain, which was a little kind of like exhausting because it's like, man, where the sun, you know? But Friday, got up and we decided to go to the mall, Augusta Mall. And in this case, I'm chilling. And I know somebody who live in Augusta. So I was just like, let me hit up my friend and see if she's available. So she was available. So we decided that we was going to meet up at the mall. And I know you're wondering like, who did you meet, Rochelle? Stop. Just tell me who it is. I'm telling you. Okay. So we met at the mall and it was kind of like we knew each other for years. Okay. So who I'm talking about is Mo from Sketch So Mo, or Monica or Mo from Sketch So Mo. We met up at the mall in Augusta, Georgia. If you guys don't know, Mo have only been on the YouTube space and the Instagram space since last year in June. Mo and I did not start really talking in terms of kind of like how it started, just kind of like giving you a backstory of how Mo and I really kind of connected, is because she watched the video on how I'm a full-time wife, full-time mom, and work a 9 to 5 and get YouTube content. So she did DM me and she was just like, hey, how do you do it all? And I gave her some tips and tricks on how she could apply some of the things that I do in my life to her life and get video content out, right? I also like the fact that she does sketching. I have always wanted to learn how to do fashion illustration. So she's one that I can always lean on when I have an idea in my head and try to put it to paper. So behind the scenes, Mo is helping me kind of do some sketching or whatever, you know. Behind the scene, it's me sketching. But behind the scene, if you missed the video where Mo and I went live, I will drop that in the description box below and on the end screen so you can see that. We did it's actually a top. You guys haven't seen it yet, but I have to recreate that top. And because after I put it all together, it was too big. So I am recreating that same top behind the scenes. So you should see that by summer. I'm saying by summer because I'm finishing up my Make 9 board. All right, back to the Mo situation. So we met up at the mall. And it was like we've known each other forever. The vibe was there. And the funny part about it is we ate lunch. at the mall. We hung around the mall. We chilled out. And then after we left the mall, after about, I want to say we spent probably about 2 hours at the mall. My kids was there, and my son is funny. He was loving on Mo, okay? But that's my son. You welcome, Mo. He liked you more than he liked his mama. Anyway, but we left there and went to Joann's, okay? And while we were in Joann's, once Mo got over to Joann's after I left and went ahead and went over to Joann's, when she got there, the first thing, walking inside Joann's, it's named Joann's, but on the sign it says Joan. So I don't know if I went into Joan or Joann's, but we ain't gonna talk about that, all right? But when I got there, the first thing I asked Mo was, hey, are we gonna run into anybody that we know? And she was just like, nah, Rochelle, I don't think so. Like that. And I was just like, okay, listen, get to the pattern drawer. And first of all, no shade to my Augusta, Georgia people. But when you go to Joann's and you go and try to find some patterns and there's nothing, I left with one pattern, like one McCall patterns, which I'll share that pattern with some other patterns that I picked up on my way back in Brunswick, Georgia, here coming up shortly in another video. All right, back to what I'm saying. So I picked up that one pattern. Mo picked up some patterns, which she'll probably share with you guys what she picked up on one of her videos as well. So she picked up patterns, and I think she picked up some notions as well. As we were, getting ready to leave and go and do something else, we ran into someone who literally knew who both of us were. And it was just like shocking because all it took was me laughing and talking to where she recognized my voice. So she came up to both of us and she was just like, wait. You look familiar. And I was like, I do? Like, I ain't been to Augusta, Georgia in, at this point, 5.5 years, okay? Yes, I did say my husband is from there. Last time I was in Augusta, Georgia was December 2018. So it's been a long time. So I didn't think nobody recognized me from Augusta, Georgia, but they did. And I'm going to share that. So when she said, you look familiar. You look like this girl, Rochelle, from YouTube. I said, I am Rochelle. She was like, get out of here. Mo started talking and she said, I know who you are. You sound like Mo, like Sketch So Mo. And she was like, that's me. And we were shocked and we were all fangirling on each other for sure. But I do want to thank you, Miss Sandra, for coming up, giving the vibes or whatever. And you want us to talk about spending 3 hours at Joann's? That's how I spent 3 hours at Joann's. But that's not it. Mo had to jet to get some stuff done personally or whatever for her family. So she had to, kind of like leave us and go take care of some things. And while she was taking care of things, Miss Sandra, she got a call from another one of our soul sisters, right? And all it took was, guess who I'm just sitting here standing right next to? And she said, who? She said, Rochelle from YouTube? She don't stay in Georgia. She stay in Florida. When I say I travel, y'all. But when I say that our other soul sister dropped everything that she had going on at work and jetted over to Joanne to meet me, I had to stay because anytime I'm in someone's city and they want to meet me, I am willing to meet up, okay? So that's why I spent 3 hours at Joann's, just kind of like mingling with other people, connecting with other people, because that's what the sewing community is all about, connecting with other people with like-minded interests as you. So Monica, she showed up. Thank you, Monica. I did not get a picture with Monica because it started sprinkling and raining and all that stuff. And we was just kind of like vibing, talking about schools and stuff like that in Augusta, Georgia. My husband was doing the most with chatting. Don't ask me because he's normally quiet, but he was chatting with Miss Sandra and, Monica as well. So the vibe was there all the way around. So thank you, Miss Sandra. Thank you, Monica, for coming out and speaking with me, talking to me, you know, all of that good stuff. So it was really a vibe. So from there, we went and got the kids some ice cream. And after that, that was like our day. We chilled back in the hotel room. Now, moving over to Saturday, we went skating. So I took pictures. I took a couple of pictures and posted it of skating. Now, I'm not going to share the whole skating ring situation with you guys because we went with my husband's best friend, children, and family. So because of that, I'm not going to share like instances of those photos because there's children in the photo, and to protect who they are and everything, I'm not going to share the skating ring because we had so much fun at the skating ring. We went to Skate Land in Augusta, Georgia. So if you have ever been to Skate Land, you know what I'm talking about, in Augusta, Georgia. So that's where we went Saturday morning for a little skate session. After that, we kind of chilled because I had to wash clothes and, you know, for the road because we ain't taking no dirty clothes back with us. That is just not what Rochelle's going to do. I can't, no, we're not doing that. So after that, it was kind of sprinkling raining. So we ate. Oh, before we went back to the room for me to wash clothes, I did eat. And we stopped at Logans to eat. While there, I was playing with my daughter, and I'll put a picture up, but I was playing with my daughter, making funny faces with her, and we decided to make some funny faces. Now, our server was awesome. So thank you, Melanie. And Melanie recognized me once again from YouTube, and she was just like, why are you here? So she got in on the picture with my daughter and I, and that was so fun and that was so cool. But that was my whole trip to spring break. Now, one thing that I wish, so let me back up. So Saturday, I decided to have a Logan Roadhouse Tea. And we know that we don't leave alcohol on anybody's table. We don't do that. So after eating all those rolls, because y'all know those rolls are good, I decided to take it to the head as if I was 20, right? Take it to the head and drink up all the rest of my Roadhouse tea. Bad idea. So don't try that, okay? Because I ended up with a headache. And let's just say I had to sleep it off from about 8 to 8 in the morning, okay? So I was not feeling real good after that. Somebody would say, well, the way that you going to sleep, you either pregnant or you got food poisoning. I didn't have either one. It was just my head was banging from taking it to the head. Seriously, I'm just being 100% honest with you guys. It's because I wanted to finish my drink. We were ready to go. It started getting busy at Logan's and I wasn't finna leave my alcohol on the table. We just don't do those things, okay? So that's what happened there. And yeah, so I mean, we had fun Saturday, Sunday, we just drove back. We stopped at pretty much the same spot, but I stopped at Joann's in Brunswick. So I'll share the pattern haul with you guys in an upcoming video, all right? But that was my spring break to Augusta, Georgia. I know you guys are like, well, you was just in, NOLA last month in the month of February. Now you in Augusta, Georgia. Where are you going next? Listen, now I'm going to share where my next stop is, and it's in about 2 weeks, and it'll be at the South Florida Frocktail, Fort Lauderdale. Yes. So I went last year, and I'm going back this year to celebrate Joanna's birthday. By the way, if you don't know, bring a gift for Joanna so you could do brunch. Now, I'm not going to be at brunch because my train is leaving early that day, but I will be down there to celebrate with Diana and Joanna for the South Florida Frocktail, and the theme is Masquerade Ball, so I'll be working on my outfit this upcoming weekend. All right. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button. Also, smash that notification bell so you are notified every time your girl uploads a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video. And as always, keep sewing.
Bag of money I'm on, they wanna know what I'm on. Got diamonds dancing on my neck, that is the vibe I'm on. Drip way too lit, who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect, and my money long. If you ain't talking money, don't talk to me. I be over here where the bosses be. Pockets on thick, cause I eat my greens. Way too hot, 3,000 degrees. No pictures, please. Cameras flashing, I'm VIP, I'm a big